This is Local 15 News.
And shots were fired. Michael Moore was struck 3 times.
Mobile police revealing new information in the officer-involved shooting death of 19-year-old Michael Moore. We now know the name of the officer who was involved in Monday's fatal shooting.
That is our big story right now at 6 o'clock. MPD's Police Chief James Barber identified him as Harold Hurst. He is a 4-year veteran on the police force. Barber says he waited 3 days to release the name to allow Hurst to receive counseling. That is department protocol.
Barber also said several of his officers have been receiving threats since Monday.
You know, I think in the environment that we live in this country today, I think everybody should be very cognizant of the different threats that we face. And certainly there has been an uptick in threatening activity and rhetoric. And so, yes, we are always concerned. We do take it very seriously, and the safety of the public as well.
Barber, as well as Michael Moore's family, are asking the public to remain calm as the department, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney's Office continue to investigate.
Local 15's Jasmine Williams begins our team coverage tonight. She attended today's news conference.
Jasmine joins us live from MPD headquarters with where authorities stand on the investigation now. Jasmine?
Well, Greg, Kim, like you said, a lot of new information along with the officers' names. We also saw some evidence today, including the gun they said Michael Moore was carrying at the time of that traffic stop. Again, that officer's name is Harold Hurst. He's a Precinct 3 officer, and we're told he's the one who pulled over Michael Moore Monday afternoon. We're also told that he was the one who identified the car that Moore was driving as stolen, and that when he went to run the vehicle, he said that's when he asked Moore to get out of the car, and those fatal shots were fired, saying Moore reached for the gun. During a news conference this afternoon, the chief went on to say that Moore told the 2 other people in the car with him that the vehicle was indeed stolen.
According to witnesses inside the car, which there were 2 other individuals, 1 juvenile, 1 young adult male, indicated at that point that the driver, Michael Moore, that has been identified as Michael Moore, gained access to a weapon that was between the driver's seat and the console, indicated to the other 2 passengers that the car had been reported stolen. That weapon was then placed on the right side waistband area of the shorts. As the officer realizes that he is dealing with a stolen car, we go from a traffic stop to a felony stop.
Now, along with that weapon, they also displayed evidence that they said is connected to other vehicle burglaries in the area. The chief was very specific and said he was not going to call Moore or the 2 people in the car suspects, but did say that these items were recovered from the vehicle. He went on to say how they found those items, along with how MPD recovered the gun they said Michael Moore was carrying.
The gun was recovered with the body of Michael Moore at the ER room by emergency medical personnel.
Now, again, Mobile Police Chief James Barber asked people to keep both families in their minds tonight as these investigations continue. Hurst still on administrative leave as the internal investigation continues. And again, there are still independent investigations going on to determine if Michael Moore's civil rights were violated. Guys, back to you.
Well, Jasmine, Chief Barber said in the news conference that he had earlier today that there was a third party present at Moore's autopsy for that reason of transparency.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. He said that third party included NAACP's president. He said that the president requested to attend the autopsy and that the family was aware of this. And he said that they did not decline allowing them to attend the autopsy because, again, he said he wanted transparency. He said that he's been holding these news conferences and meeting with the family on a daily basis to try to get this information out to the public and an attempt to be as transparent in this investigation as possible. Reporting live from Mobile Police Headquarters, Jasmine Williams, Local 15 News.
All right, Jasmine, thanks. The family of Michael Moore spoke with members of the media before today's police news conference. The family representative expressed concern over the investigation.
Local 15's Christian Jennings spoke again with the family's representative. She joins us now live. Christian?
That's right. I actually spoke with Michael Moore's cousin, and I spoke with an aunt of his. They were both here speaking with Police Chief James Barber seconds before that press conference started. They were actually not allowed inside the press conference which upset a few of them, but they said they still have a lot of questions for police despite all of the information that the chief gave today. Specifically, they have questions about why the gun that police say Moore had on him was able to make it to the hospital, and they're just still frustrated. They have hired an attorney from Atlanta to look into this. Here's a little bit of what the aunt and the cousin had to say.
The public want to go by what he says to make Michael look bad and justify for him to justify this police murdering. That wasn't kill, that was murder. And when all comes out, all the truth come out, I promise you, we are going to fight to have him removed from office because he's not doing his job. It's the blue wall thing.
We're asking questions, trying to get answers. This is not where we get justice from. Justice will be served in only the one place it can be served, and that's in a judicial court.
The family has also said that they plan or hope to have a separate autopsy conducted. Reporting live at MPD headquarters, Christian Jennings, Local 15 News.
Christian, thanks. Now, some are taking to the streets in protest following the shooting death of Michael Moore. This evening, the march began shortly after 5.
Local 15's Andrea Ramey is live in downtown Mobile where that protest continues. Andrea?
Well, Kim and Greg, that's right. We attended a peaceful march that began in Bienville Square. Just ended here a short time ago at Government Plaza. Joining me now live is the organizer of that march, Tim Hollis, a community activist. Thank you for joining us live right now. We had a bit of a scare. One of the protesters actually just passed out, appeared from heat exhaustion. Is that person okay? They were just taken away by ambulance.
Yes, she's going to be fine. God has her.
Very warm out here. You're out here protesting. We see the signs, and Brett, if we could scan around, we see the signs that say "Justice for Mike Moore." This one over here says, "I am not a target." Do you guys believe that this was not a justifiable shooting?
Based upon the evidence and the way that the evidence has been coming, I can't find any justice in it.
And we were listening to the police chief's news conference earlier together as he was going through some of the evidence in this case. And at one point, a few minutes in, you stopped. You said, "I've heard enough." Do you not trust the information that the police is giving to the community?
No.
And why not?
No, I don't. And because every day is something different. And as new things come in, other things leave out. And based off that initial report, I mean, if this stuff has happened, then why wasn't it talked about that day? I mean, you talk about it in any other case, so why not this case?
What are you hoping to accomplish with this march today? It was a peaceful march. What are you hoping to accomplish with these messages, these signs?
Justice, peace, awareness, respect, and definitely more community involvement.
Okay. Any future plans that are in the works right now?
Well, on Saturday, we know the family is having that vigil right there at the site at Stanton and Wagner at 7 p.m. And we have a few other things in plan following that in the further days.
All right, Tim, thank you so much. Again, we're here just where a peaceful march wrapped up that began at Bienville Square at 5 o'clock, just wrapped up here at Government Plaza. Reporting live in downtown Mobile, Andrea Ramey, Local 15 News.
Andrea, thank you. Local 15 News has been following this story closely since the shooting Monday evening. We will continue to bring you all new developments.
Stay connected on air, on social media, and online at local15tv.com.